just lying. Hoes be lying.
Need that. I need that. Need that. You swear you don't give a fuck, so why you...
D2D.
With the sign time, we're just gonna have a moment of silence. Alright, baby. So, we're just coming by. Did you guys get this letter? It's pretty urgent. But long story short, we'll be in turn to the neighbors. Commission, you pretty familiar with them? Okay, so they just got APS approved at like 23%. Have you kind of heard about that? You know what that looks like for you and your home?
That's quite the alarm system you got there. I'll be super quick, not trying to waste your time. Are you the property owner here by chance?
No, we rent, bro.
Okay, hey, look, I totally understand that you guys may be renters. We're not here for like a Kirby vacuum or a solar sales pitch. It is regarding this notice you guys should have received by the utility company. Have you had a chance to look at this?
No, what is it?
Are you familiar with the Arizona Corporation Commission?
No.
So they essentially dictate what big companies and corporations that are public utilities can do. So you guys are going to be increased 22.9% on the APS account. So for every dollar you spend on your power, it's going up around 25 cents. Have you guys had a chance to speak about this? I mean, I'm not looking to come down on you. If you're a renter, we can't even work with you.
Right.
But this is a position where, you know, you guys could save like 40% on your current cost for power. We're not here to sell you solar, but it does involve solar. There's a government program right now, tons of incentives where you guys can actually get it at no cost. Just save a clean 40% on the power bill. Is that something you guys would be interested in?
I'm not even sure how that would work with the renting. So
Yeah, if you guys are renters, we can't work with you, but we're just looking to speak to the homeowner, so.
Yeah, we don't know who to talk
Yeah, some people will tell us they're renters, and then like when we save them a ton of money, we'll be sitting at the kitchen table laughing about it.
No, we rent, bro.
Okay, cool. Thanks for being straight with me, brother. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
The old traditional solar, yes, you did have to come out of money, and you said you have to break even. Right now, it's completely something
But
different.
I gotta pay my APS bill and
Absolutely
I gotta pay
not.
the solar
No.
lease.
So the way that this works, right? I'll show you this cool little pamphlet really quickly. Hold that for me.
I'm gonna
The
entertain
other
you
one?
because I like you guys.
So the way
Usually I
that this
say,
works,
Well, thank you, brother.
right, is this
I know
is
my-
typically what
I
a
know-
bill looks
I know
like,
my bill.
right? Like $160. You said you'll never break over 200, so this is a good example of what you would go through. Look, this is a negative $54
Just
credit.
tell me how it works.
Yeah, I'm telling you
I
how
don't
it
care-
works.
I don't care about all that.
Okay, so-
what I get? So the solar guys show up. They put the bullshit on my roof. Right?
Not bullshit, right?
Come
These
on.
are 400
Come
watt
on.
domestic content panels that are going to produce
No,
120% of the power you consume. So we offset all of your APS bill. You would
Listen,
never pay to
I'm gonna
APS.
I'm trying to shorten this for you.
Got you.
So they show up. They put the solar on my house. I gotta pay your company how much?
40% less than what you're paying now.
See you. That's why I hate salesmen.
Look, I'm not a salesman. We're an engineer.
You're-
We're an engineering team. So we take a
I'm
picture.
an engineer,
I got you. What type of engineer? Electrical?
aeronautical.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Look,
So listen,
you're probably a smart man. You're analytical, correct?
That's what I hear. Listen, this is all I want you to say. Don't
Okay.
no other words out of your mouth, okay? How much do I pay your company for the solar? Roughly. You can give me a ballpark.
You pay what per month? I need that information before I can tell
you're
you.
killing me.
Like 160? Is that a? Can we just say 160?
Yeah, 160.
Okay. What's 40% off 160?
So 80 would be
Yeah, $80 a month.
$70.
$70 fixed, predictable. We put it in contract that never goes up over 25 years. Now you may not qualify.
And then I pay that, and then I pay.
Nope, you get credited 50 to 120 bucks per
That's
month
only
from
if you put enough
APS.
panels on my house.
Well, that's why we do the heat shade analysis. We wouldn't come back and work with you if it was a waste of your time and you pay two bills.
I'll tell you what. Wait for him to get home. Talk his ear off.
Well, what we could do, right, is run a report and
I'm
then
good.
wait for
I'm
you to
good.
be in
I
a
don't wanna
position to
waste
sit
your- I
down.
don't want to waste your time. You probably don't have very many people that are home. Don't go to that house.
100%.
Alrighty.
So solar is a great thing, and it does work. So what? Like, just shoot it straight, brother. What is the reason why you haven't went solar?
This house, I'm not gonna be here long enough.
You
I've
plan
only
on-
been here
You
2
plan on
years.
selling the home?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you sell this home, let's just say you already have APS, right? You don't do nothing to the home. It just transfers over to the next homeowner.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No, I'm asking a question. Like, it just transfers over to the next.
At least
company
he's a straight shooter.
Hey, straight shooter, brother. So essentially, we're just a competitive utility company that sells you cheaper power at 12 cents rather than.
So here's what
24
happened.
cents.
You guys work for what's the company name?
I mean, dude, you're a hard worker. I can tell from like,
I know,
yeah.
remodeling a house.
Like,
dude.
why
I
not?
got-
Why
I
not
got
make your
grout
buck go
drying right
further?
now.
40% off a bill you're never going to cancel saves you money, puts more money in your pocket, allows you to beat inflation. But worst that could happen is you receive the information and choose not to do it.
Tell me the company name you guys.
OW.
$1 on my RV. I'm going to Happy Jack in 3 hours.
My name's Jackson.
Oh, don't tell my girlfriend that.
Why?
Her brother's name's Jackson.
Oh,
She
okay.
don't talk
So
to
maybe
him
it's just
no
meant to
more.
be. But so
He was a bank robber.
A bank robber.
Yeah, Google the biker.
Well, if I don't sell any solar, maybe I'll have to go rob a bank, right?
go
Help me out, my brother.
Go Google the biker bandit duo.
The biker bandit duo?
Yeah,
Last year?
No, he did 10 years in prison.
Where were they robbing banks at?
All over the East Valley.
Really? No
Yeah,
shot.
So here's the life
How long did it
lesson.
take him to get
Here's
caught?
the life lesson. When you rob a bank, don't go rob it a second time because the gas station next door being built, the cameras will work the second time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So look, I'm just gonna be super quick with you, brother.
I'm not interested.
So you're
you
just
guys
not
are
interested
fun.
in predictability, saving money, and something that's
Oh
very
my
efficient?
god, bro. You
Because-
should come with me when I buy a truck. This is what I do.
No, and we're sorry that we're super persistent. It's just we know that we can help you. Just because right now you're renting your power.
I've already done all the math. I've done all the research.
Yeah, that's on the traditional solar.
So this is
we're
what you
talking
do.
about is completely
I'm gonna
different.
I'm gonna teach you guys something. You go to the car lot. You're gonna buy a car, okay?
Yeah. I
tell
used to sell
everybody this.
cars.
Okay, you're gonna hate this. You find the car you want. This is this truck I just bought. But
Yeah.
I bought it from a friend of mine's dealership. So that took me literally 15 minutes. You find the car you want. Don't ever forget this. And you don't have to be mean about it. I'm kind of a dick. I say, hey, just so you know, I'm leaving in 1 hour. I set my phone down on the table. I'm leaving in 1 hour. We got a deal or we don't. So my Camry that my girlfriend drives, I left after an hour. We couldn't get to the price. I had a price in my mind, set the price, couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Next morning at 9:30 a.m. when I left
Yeah.
after an hour,
Yeah.
they called me and said, we can do it. I
How
said,
about we do that when Jake comes back after we run that report for you?
if Jake comes here, Jake's going to end for a rude awakening.
Hey, if we don't save you 40%, you
Listen,
can cut the
listen.
timer short.
Listen. Then when the dealership called me and said, okay, we can do it, I said, oh, great. Let your finance guy know he's got 1 hour and nothing for 10 cents extra. I'm not buying any extended warranties. I don't need nothing.
So the only reason why you just won't go solar is just because you don't see a return on your
It's
investment.
mostly because I'm cheap, bro.
He thinks we're sleazy salesmen too.
He thinks
No,
you're trying to sell
no,
him
no,
something.
no.
I think that's what it is.
No,
You think
I've
we're
done
trying
all
to
my.
sell you-
So seriously, I know you guys know what you know, and
Yeah.
you're clouded by what your company got you to sell, and you're trying to make some money. I've done all the research, and it doesn't matter what you guys tell me. I've done all the research.
I get you, brother, 100%.
And I'm not
Yeah.
doing it on
Yeah.
this house.
Just
And I'm
why
just-
stick with someone that's
I've
increasing you
spent
so much?
40
Though?
grand on this house since I bought it.
I got
I'm
you.
done
How long have you been living in the home
for?
for?
2 years.
2 years.
It doesn't cost money.
Should've
See,
seen
that's
this house,
you're
huh?
telling me that you think that subconsciously you just said I'm done spending money on this house.
Garage for welders and shit.
Dude, I get what you're saying, but you said I don't want to spend more money. The truth of the reality is you're always going to spend money on power.
I don't want nothing to do with solar on this house.
Okay.
Maybe my next house.
But you
Call-
want something to
call
do
me-
with the
call
power
me in
plant
5
that's
years on my
prehistoric,
next house.
raising your rates 22%?
I
Just
hate
being
it.
real with you, because you're
Dude,
direct,
I
I'll be
hate it.
direct.
I hate APS.
Exactly.
I
So
hate
why not
SRP.
switch to a more effective, affordable option?
Why do I need it?
You need it because the government incentives are going to go away. Doesn't sound like you would ever buy solar. So if you're never going to buy solar, I would get it for free now before that goes away.
I'll get it for free on the next house that has it already. on
Okay,
there.
are you going to buy a new house in 7 months and be ready to make the decision? Because this is, excuse my French, a motherfucker to get you to just level with me, brother. And I get it because you're a tough guy to get across to.
Seriously, I've done all the research. Doesn't matter what you tell me. I know the math.
Yeah, not on a PPA. I would love to come back and show you more information, so maybe you could do some more research on the LightReach PPA. No?
I'm good.
Not just for kicks and giggles? Wouldn't entertain
You
you?
want to come pull some weeds in my backyard?
If I pull those weeds, will you sit down for an appointment? I'll
And
dead ass
take
go
a
pull.
rip.
I'll dead ass go pull weeds if you literally sit down and give us a fair shot.
I like your attitude, but get out of solar sales, dude.
Nah, solar
Nah.
sales is
I'm
amazing.
You want to know something?
Retire my mom with this job.
You want to know something? Do your research.
We have.
No. Do your research.
Okay.
Become an independent contractor, sales.
That's how
Buddy.
much I care about you. I was gonna pull your weeds to hook you up.
I know. I love it. find the construction supply stuff. So drywall. So I got a friend that does this drywall, lathing, sells all that stuff. The guy makes 400 grand
A month.
a month, dude. No bullshit.
Cool.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
He's an independent contractor. Because I was like,
Yeah.
dude, how do I get in this? Because I've been a hustler my whole life.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah. That's good money.
Because he told me I took a 4% pay cut, and I go, how much was that? And he goes,
Yeah.
that was 160 grand.
You
a
see
month.
that
And I go,
skeleton?
4%.
You see that skeleton over there?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna look like when APS doubles your bill. You're gonna feel dead inside, bro. Because you're gonna remember this conversation.
Here's my other life advice: spend less than you make.
Exactly. So let's
Exactly.
allow you to spend less. This doesn't
Nobody-
cost you anything.
Nobody cares what you drive.
You're selling yourself.
Nobody cares what you drive, bro. 2021 truck. I wanted a V8. Did you know you can't get a Dodge Ram with a V8 in 2025?
Oh, that sucks.
V6
That's why I
with
want to
a
get
turbo.
around. That's why I want to get it.
My first truck since 1999.
Cool. All right, well, we're gonna head out of here, man. Not gonna
really
waste
wish
any
we
more of
could
your
help you,
time.
Trying to
I don't know if Eddie told you, but I got ran up on by a German Shepherd yesterday. That shit was bad, bro. He almost bit my leg off. The homeowner let him get this close to my leg, and then he was like, "Stop!" And I was running around the yard. I was looking like a freaking buffoon.
I fucking jabbed
Punched it.
Yeah, bro. What else do you do?
It's treacherous out here. Kyrell's had a gun put in his face twice this week, bro.
It's dangerous work.
You seen that that news story where the dude in Florida literally got shot at 9 times? Ran over the neighbors. They're like, "Hey, we just got shot at. We need to get in your backyard."
We need to get in your backyard.
She was like, "Go to the backyard. I'm calling the police." The neighbor was like, "I know that guy. He's crazy." Renters?
We'll see.
They might have lied to the dog shit rep that came and knocked on the door. Judge, jury, and executioner. Gonna execute that APS bill, baby. No solicitors.
You know about that beat?
Don't start freestyle.
That thing's nice. Alright, go ahead and shut that gate, buddy.
Cody's just out here freestyling. Bro, you put me onto that UK rap, bro. I be listening to it when I'm working out.
A little bit of UK drill.
Yeah, Scorpion, bro.
How can I be home with full bit?
I'm bit too big. Dude, pissed, bro. Fucking. My girl's car went got fixed, bro. $1,300.
What the fuck, dude? I got paid a band last night, rent.
And
all that
sometimes
other
I just
shit.
never know. I never trust mechanics, bro. I don't know if it's just me and I got trust issues, but
You gotta bring me, bro.
I'm like, bro, no shot that many things was wrong with it, bro. We took it in for the spark plugs, and dude's like, this is wrong and that's wrong. And this
Yeah,
is
bro, you
this.
should have took me, bro. I would
I'm
have called out
like,
that bluff.
ah.
They just getting that bag on your ass. They did the same shit to Chris.
I'm like, whatever, bro. Here's your money.
They set up that Colorado branch with Chris. When he came into town to knock with Jake, though, his truck broke down. He had to drop it off at the shop. They literally charged him, I think, $2,000-$3,000. He literally spent $1,600 on tools at the Home Depot trying to fix it himself, and he couldn't get it fixed. That shit was cooked.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message.
How do you know that? It's public record, brother. You're on the APS account.
I'm not getting solar.
Nope, we're not selling solar, bro. We're just following up about this increase letter you got on your last bill about the rate going up.
My son works for Palo Verde.
He works for Palo Verde? Cool.
Yeah, he's a senior engineer.
Nice. So
I
he
know
told
all
you about
it.
the huge increase and everything?
I know all of it.
Yeah. Why did he tell you? That's ours. You already got one, so I'll steal that. Did he tell you what's going on with it?
Yeah, to some degree, but I don't really care because I can't do nothing about it anyway.
Yeah. So that's actually why we're here, brother. So you mentioned solar. There used to be guys selling the really expensive systems for 60, 70 grand. Kind of crazy, obviously. All we're doing is there's actually a program now where we can submit to APS. I'm sure your son explained it to you, where it drops your bill 30, 40%.
I'm not doing a damn thing.
Oh, you just don't want to
I
save
just
money?
don't know how clear I can make it.
Well, you said you didn't want to buy anything, brother. We're not selling that.
Yeah, nobody
So
ever
you could have
told
made
me
it a little
nothing
bit
but,
more clear.
well, you're getting money from someplace, so you're not working for free.
Yeah, so this is a government program where they just drop your bill 30,
I don't want to
40%.
do it.
Okay. You're just not interested in saving?
You guys got water?
I got that. You guys need some water?
Nah, we're good. We'll put you down for that
Well,
increase,
make
brother.
Sure you drink it. It's hot on that tree.
Appreciate it, brother. Hey, before we get out of here, man, what's stopping you from saving money with APS? I said before we get out of here, what's just stopping you from saving money with APS?
Look, I think it's a scam. Yeah, I don't believe any of that shit. I don't believe it. None of it. Don't believe it. There ain't no way in hell that you're going to come over here and make less money than you're making already. That ain't going to happen. APS is going to raise the
Who told
rate.
you I was going to make less money? What does that mean?
Well, you're saying you're saving me money. I'm not debating that. Don't make me run you off.
No worries, bro.
I'm asking you to leave.
I was already heading out, brother. God bless.
Good enough.
Appreciate you.
Fucking sick. They bought an alarm. They go buy this fucking solar.
Yeah, I need to talk to the bank.
Best part is they don't have to buy it.
My ankle's caught. Get it to film, get it to film, get it to film, get it to film.
Hello, hello. How we doing? Good. Hey, are you Miss Jerendale? Is that how you say it?
Might be.
Makes sense. Is Michael around? We were just following up about the APS account.
He's dead.
Oh.
Can't talk to him, sorry.
So sorry about that. Are you the one that's taking care of the account nowadays?
Of course.
Okay. Long story short, did you get the little increase letter on your last bill? Just about this?
It's going up. I'm not changing nothing. I'm not getting solar.
Yep. Well, good thing we're not selling solar, and the bill is going up 22%. You're right about that.
Okay.
All we're doing is
It's
qualifying
a bonus.
people for a cheaper APS plan.
I'm fine. That one's the cheapest I can get.
Yeah. So it's actually you're not. That's why we're here. You're just on the time of use plan. It says. Is that correct?
4 to 7 thing?
Yep. Yeah, so all they're doing is that means you're buying power from 20 to 24 cents. We're just trying to qualify some more homeowners in the area. Do you know Chris, right where it tees off to the left? Okay.
Barry's house?
I forget his last name,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's Barry.
No.
But long story short, we're just able to qualify them to save about 30%. I mean, instead of the bill going up 20, going down 30 is normally advantageous. Is that something you might be interested in as well? Okay. Here's that interest in saving money.
I regulate what I use. I've got it down to the minimum of what I need on the time frame I'm working with. So
Okay.
I think I've got it taken care of.
No worries. Yeah, it's super simple. All we're doing is instead of you buying 24 cents for power, we're just trying to sell it at 12. It just cuts the bill in half.
So
So
I just don't buy it at high price.
no worries. Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. So your on peak and off peak averages out at 20.
Yeah.
So even if you're not buying the 34-cent power, you're still at like 18, 19 cents. It would still save you about 25%.
I'm still fine.
So all right, no worries. God bless. We'll put you down for the increase. Okay. God bless.
I answered video.
Say again. I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what you don't know.
He's got a blue shirt on.
Redbox dumpsters. I thought they sold movies, bro.
This type of mailbox is swing with a
They
bat.
had to get a lot of dumpsters to discard the.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
They switched over.
They switched over. So APS, they're gonna have to go get some dumpsters to collect all these old meters we're throwing off the side of these houses. No soliciting, no exceptions. We don't talk to strangers. We know who we're voting for. We love Jesus.
Those people always come up and
Sounds like my type of people.
What's going on?
Can I help you?
Yes, are you Mr. Ralph by chance, brother?
Who's asking?
My name's Cody. We do a lot of the solar projects in the area. We just seen you had it.
I've got this through the utility company, and I'm not interested.
Oh,
in any
nice. So you're just saving like 30 bucks.
solar. I'm just not interested in solar. Thank you.
No worries, brother. You already got it, so God bless.
Dude, why would you get your solar through APS?
To save $30 instead of
Like,
30%.
yeah,
Why would
like
you
it's
not?
so
If
dumb.
you're retarded, it makes complete sense.
You could save hundreds and tens of thousands if you don't do it that way.
True.
Like a retard button, bro.
But yeah, he just put him down.
I'm not interested in solar, but
I put him down as retarded.
dysfunction.
I think this is lay down, buddy.
Straight lay down.
Lay down, please.
It's not a PT Cruiser, but it's a Dodge Caliber.
Close enough.
Either a fail credit or a lay down.
Behind on payments.
Garage is looking a little shabby. Oh, that dust, bro.
Look at their mat. The words have disappeared.
Look at those. Looks like they got some Pink Panther insulation on that mother. That's literally what that is. Just a working foundation repair.
Is this Pink Panther, buddy?
That's insulation, bro.
Is that Pink Panther, brother?
That's insulation. Yeah, he insulated the attic.
like
He wants to save a penny per kilowatt.
This will be 30 if you're interested. Buddy. So that's wow, that's a nice white cock right there. Wow.
Reminds me of something.
Reminds me
I've
of
seen one of
mine.
those before.
It's like you just pick it up.
Can I touch your cock?
You just put it.
Is it illegal to do so? They just come out, you just holding the cock.
You're just holding their cock. Hey, put my cock down. I'm like, hey, pause.
Pause.
So, have you looked into solar?
I didn't touch your cock. Your cock.
Pause.
Pause.
No duty. You're like psycho like full duty.
Somebody busted bro's window out. Hey, so we're the window repairmen.
Hello, hello.
Did the dog open the door or was that the homeowner?
Say again. We're not selling anything. We're following up about the APS account. Are you Deanna?
What's that?
Miss Dillard?
Yes.
Okay, we're not trying to come down here or sell you anything. We're just following up about the APS account.
Okay.
Did you get the increase letter on your last bill?
I believe so.
Okay, so long story short, Deanna, the bill's going up 22.9%. They just got approved for it. It's the largest APS increase ever. All we're doing is helping some more of the neighbors save some money. Have you seen all the APS trucks in the neighborhood?
No.
Okay. Long story short, 100,000 people moved in, and they're just updating the grid, and they're building like 7 more of those AI data centers. Now, have you seen it on the news or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, that's just the reason that the bill's going up more than usual. On average, it goes up 8% a year. 22% is the largest increase they ever been approved for. Have you seen the bill jump up yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some.
A decent amount? Like, what did it go up to?
I don't know. I work nights, so I'm sleeping right now.
Okay, when's a better time to come by and help save you 40% off the electric?
Like in the evening, like 5ish.
Okay, can I stop by today at 5 o'clock? Would that be fair?
Not today. Today's not good.
Okay,
Any other day would be good.
okay. And do you own the home, Deanna, or you guys just rent?
I get it from my mom.
From your mom? Okay, your mom would have to be here. Is she ever around, or?
She won't be around.
No worries. We'll get out of your hair then.
Alright, thank you.
God bless.
Damn, these doors are treacherous this morning, bro.
Uh-oh.
Ringer, 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 ringer.
Vote for Princess 2024. More treats, less stress. Uh-oh. Guess they love their doggo. I guess that's Princess over there. You see the sign, bro? In the yard? Don't sound like a fucking princess, bro. Bro, they got a pogo stick. Tell me I won't hit the pogo right now.
Oh, dude, come on. They got to answer. I got to ask to borrow that.
Say I want to go flip off it right now. I know how to.
Hey, Miss Angela. Hello, hello.
Hello?
How's it going?
Good.
Are, no worries. Is that Princess herself?
No.
Are you Miss Angela?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just following up about the APS account. You should have got a little letter dropped off about the 20% increase.
Uh-huh.
Did you get that in the mail or on your last bill?
I don't know if I did or not.
Okay, are you the one that takes care of the bill or maybe the husband?
No, yeah, I don't
Okay.
do that, yeah.
When's maybe a better time to catch them? We're just helping out with a couple of the neighbors. Not sure if you know Chris, just a few doors down. We were able to qualify them for just the new savings program they're offering.
Is it for solar or what's it for?
No, so we're actually not selling solar. There's just a program now that APS is running. We're just submitting applications for, so we're not trying to sell you anything. The thing is you can just get the system at no cost now and it drops your bill 30 to 50%. So they just kind of want to rent out your roof and save you half price on the power. Cool part about it is, as you know, APS goes up 8% a year and now 22. All this does is it drops it down and locks it in. So,
I know that he looked into something a while back. I don't
No way.
think we're going to do anything right now.
Okay.
So, just to save you time.
No worries. Do you care if I take a video on your pogo stick real quick? I'll put it back. Is that okay?
ahead. Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you. I haven't played with one of these in years. I have to. What would you guys
Savage.
do if I did like a backflip? I'm like,
Just
you're
crack
like,
your
yo! Alright.
Better chill out. Look at my shoes. Look at both of them. At the bottom. You see it?
Yeah, what's going on?
Your soul's coming
Was
apart?
that bunions? Hello, how we doing?
Hi.
Good. Not selling anything. Are you Mr. Kelly?
Yeah, who are you?
My name's Cody, brother. We're just following up. They're training with me today. We're following up about this letter you should have got dropped off from the APS trucks that were in the neighborhood. Did you get the increase letter?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, no, maybe so?
Stuff in the
Gotcha.
mail.
Well, long story short, brother, they got approved for a 22.9% increase on the power just because 100,000 people moved into Maricopa County. And they're building like 7 more of those AI data centers in the valley. Have you seen anything about it on the news or anything?
No.
Okay. So that's what's causing obviously, if you've been here for a while, you understand the rate normally goes up 6 to 8% a year. 22.9% is the biggest increase they've ever been approved for. It's about 3.5 times the regular increase. All we're doing is qualifying some more of the neighbors for just a cheaper power option. How long have you been in the house? Have you seen the bill jumping up?
What do you mean by cheaper power option? You're a different electric company or something?
So we work hand in hand with APS. We're like their installer or their sister company, so to say. What they're doing is, you mentioned like there used to be people, for example, selling like your neighbor has the expensive solar system, stuff like that. What they're doing now is if you let them rent out a spot on your roof, it doesn't cost you $1 out of pocket. They'll put their own system up there and they'll drop your bill about 30 to 50%. And then what they do is they have a rate lock on it, so it doesn't keep going up 8 to 10% a year like APS.
And they keep all the extra and tear up my roof.
No, so all they do is, man, is they just sell you exactly what you
on my
use.
roof.
Oh, you just don't, you wouldn't want to save
There was a
money?
solar system out earlier when they first started coming out that you could put in your backyard that followed the sun all day long.
Mhm.
You didn't have to mess up the roof, and then it disappeared because electric companies bought them out.
Yeah. So the cool part about this, man, is it doesn't cost you anything, so you
I
don't have to.
understand that, but you're not understanding me. I don't want nothing on my roof.
And no, that's what I was getting at. I was just trying to finish, brother. They give you a 30-year roof warranty. So if you're worried about the roof, it's just a free warranty on it.
I still don't want it on my roof.
Okay. Is it kind of how it looks then, probably?
I just don't want it.
All right, brother. We'll get out of your hair then. God bless.
They got the Jack D in the back. What's up, dude? I love the garage signs, man.
Oh, thanks.
You a bourbon guy?
Huh?
You a bourbon guy?
Occasionally.
So I see the Jackson sign here. Is your last name Jackson by chance?
Yep.
So my name's Jackson. We'll be super quick. This is Eddie. We're actually here to just talk to you about the APS account. You guys should have had a notice that looks a little bit like this dropped off to the property. Have you guys seen something like that in the mailbox or the email?
My wife might have.
Cool. So your rates are going up 22%. Long story short, like, you know inflation's real, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. So for every $1 you spend, they're going to add a quarter to it.
Is this a solar deal?
Yeah, so not here to sell you solar, but
Not
it's just
interested. I'm working right now, so thank you.
working from home?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you do for work, brother?
Work at IT.
Okay, cool. Look, we're not here to waste your time. If there was a program where you wouldn't have to spend money on solar, but it was just government subsidy, like they would install it for free.
Appreciate it though.
Cool. All right, man. Stay easy.
Hard enough, right? We're just going around doing circuit checks on all the solar projects, and just make sure you're not getting billed for APS. How's solar working out for you, brother?
I don't know. My son's
okay. Okay, just call him out. We're just here to do maintenance checkups on all the solar projects.
he's on the desk working right now. He works out.
Okay. Once you know we're done, bro, we can stop back by.
Maybe a little later because he's on a call right now.
No worries. What time are you thinking?
I have no idea.
Maybe like in an hour or so?
Very possible because I think it gets a little later in the afternoon.
No worries, brother. We'll try to stop by around, okay? All right, brother.
Goal is just to make sure you see that notice. You believe in inflation, correct? I see the American flag hat and all that. You got the Tacoma, big old pickup truck. You work, what do you do for work?
Construction rental.
Cool. Look, what we're here to do is just talk to you about how you can save money. Your utility rates have continued to go up. How long have you owned the home for?
We've been there since 14.
Okay, so you've owned the house for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Over a decade. So the goal, right, is a lot of people in the neighborhood, like these people, right, those people over there, they all purchase like a $20,000, $30,000 solar system.
I already got it.
You already got solar? Now the question is, there are a lot of companies came through here, undersized people's systems and maxed out the pricing. So you guys are paying a lot for your solar, but you may still have a bill to APS. Do you guys still pay anything to APS?
It's very little.
Like 30, 40 bucks?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, typically you wouldn't qualify. There are some people we work with that pay like 100, 200 bucks still to APS. Yeah. And we can actually kind of eradicate that cost and reduce it for them. Right. You're not in that boat, right?
Nope, we're good.
Cool.
Yeah.
You a Casamigos guy?
Casamigos, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, you have a good day, brother.
APS bill?
We do not own the property, so if you're selling solar,
Okay.
it's not gonna.
It says Scott Jensen's the one on the title of the home.
Nope.
That's so weird. The
Yeah.
title lies?
Yeah, we're renting, so.
No worries, brother. It literally says you're here on the title, so I apologize.
No problem.
Who's the homeowner now so I can update that?
I'm not sure. It's Augie Pennant, I think. But
Okay, cool. Well, I'll update it, man. We're just trying to qualify the homeowners in the area to save 40% off the electric.
Okay.
So if you guys are renters, nothing we can do to help you out.
Yeah.
God
Have a
bless.
good day.
Dad.
Yes, Sensei. Sensei quiet.
Look how sunburned I got.
It's a little toasty out here, isn't
You
it?
see my eyes?
Yeah, you see my nose, bro?
So bad, bro.
It's cooked.
You see me, bro?
Cooked.
I've worn these for a couple of days.
Mexican with the sun, yeah.
It's like only your eyes.
Maybe we'll put it back in.
He spot out the weasel. Just look at their eyes.
You look like the raccoon off Guardians of the Galaxy. What's his name?
You got Groot, and you have Ralph.
His name ain't Ralph. Rocket.
Yo, Cody could be Rocket.
Like Big the Plug, bro. Somehow I got strapped to this rocket.
You look like Groot.
Bro. Nah, I look like I look like Chris Pratt.
You don't know who your
Like
shorty look
Chris
like?
Pratt.
You know who your shorty look like? The lady with the antennas.
My shorty.
You got a clue? What's his name?
He said, "What's his name?"
He's from the army too. No.
Oh, the green chick with the fat ass.
The same bunker? Look at it.
The same bunker. Y'all were in the same country. Oh, buddy. What's the later?
I was watching an Andrew Tate video last night, and he was talking about like how he's a broke fighter, he didn't have any money, he would like get bitches to bring him food and like cook him meals and shit. So I was like, shit, I got this girl on my phone that likes me a lot. Ain't got no money for groceries. I was like,
She probably does.
hey baby, like bring over a bunch of snacks and like bring Alfredo so me and the boys can make dinner. And she was like, okay.
Did she?
Yeah, she fed the whole house last night.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just laid pipe for the one time.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up. If you do this 3 more times, I'm gonna have to marry you. That's what I tell her.
Yeah.
Especially if she's
But you
hot.
can't tell anybody.
If she's hot and cooks, it's over. That's how my girl got me, and then she stopped cooking. I'm like,
Coffee, please.
Yeah. We're buzzing right now. We're flying.
We are hitting a lot of doors, doing our job. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. See where it takes us.
Some days be like this. Like yesterday, me and Eddie were just running into straight laydowns, bro. Today,
hello, hello.
Treacherous. Quite the alarm system you got there.
Where do you guys just rent?
Daniel's the homeowner.
Okay, and he's just not around right now?
I don't know. Just renting.
Oh, you rent from him. Yeah. No worries, bro. We'll get out of here. We're just trying to qualify him for the cheaper power program, but we haven't got a response from the email.
Okay.
You take care of the APS bill?
No.
He takes care of that for you? Let's go. Hey, I'll let him pay more than
All right, brother.
God bless, buddy. Go Bears. You want to duke it out? It's crazy, man. You want to get beat up, dude?
Oh, you just don't want it, so like that means we're gonna fight. We're just hammering all the no soliciting doors.
We only knock no soliciting doors. Steven.
They're straight laydowns, bro, to be honest.
Oh, let's go. That's pretty fire.
A little hidden camera.
A little hidden cam.
A little hidden cam.
All right, Steven, we'll be back. Right.
Gears of War fan. Definitely an Xbox guy. Free sodas. It's like just fun. Eddie, you gotta work on your head movement, bro.
Hello, Mr. Klein.
I'll see you work. Me. That's your boy Eddie and Tom are folding the slicks. They're flimsy, bro. You hand that to a homeowner and be like, what the fuck you working with here?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you just folded. You got more slicks?
Hello.
I gave him my last one. I didn't even have one for a couple days. I had to get one from Jake.
Might be a rental. They got the lockbox here. Let me hit another one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's busted furniture over here.
Yeah, that was the dude he was talking to that was working on it. Yeah.
They're about to cuss me out. It's okay.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Are you the property owner here, ma'am?
Nope.
Okay, I'll be super quick. I get that you're not wanting any uninvited solicitors or anything like that.
Yep.
But just to be straight with each other, APS should have sent this rate increase notice out to the household. Have you had a chance to take a look at that?
That would go to my son, and he's not here.
So you don't own the property, ma'am?
Nope.
What name do you have on the account, Eddie?
Katie Triggs.
Yeah, so we're just looking to speak to you about the APS account. Not trying to sell you anything. Hey, look, we'll head out of here. We're needed, not needy. But the whole goal of what we're doing is just to talk to you about how you could save 30-40% on a bill you're never going to cancel.
No, like I said, my son deals with it.
You see the solar your neighbor has over here on their property?
If I own the house, I'd have it, but I don't own the house.
Okay, alrighty. Yeah, they're going to keep coming.
I had to read it to him.
I can't read. That's why I knock doors, ma'am.
When they're telling you they're not the homeowner, like, you have to acknowledge it. You can't just keep pounding it.
Sir, yes, sir.
Like, just ask them, like, oh, okay, so your son takes care of it. When's he normally around? Because you don't want to set the one legger anyway. So you're like,
Yeah.
You don't want to settle with her even if she was the homeowner.
Gotcha.
Okay, no worries. What we're doing is just trying to get a hold of Katie or whatever it was. Like, so that's my daughter, but my son-in-law. Like, okay, no worries. When are they normally around?
Gotcha.
Go back 5 o'clock. Cool.
Gotcha. About time for a water, though. I saw you, Eddie, next door.
There you go. Lay down next door. We got Miss April.
They take care of that yard like a homeowner.
Imagine you're so broke and your credit so bad that your girl has to buy the cream. What I think every time I see a girl's name on the phone.
My credit's that bad.
Could never be me, buddy. Bro, even then though, I would have my girl put in her name and I would quit claim beat that bitch same day into my name.
Yeah. Just gotta be daddy.
Gotta be. Hello. Go ahead, Eddie.
She's paying, I'm staying. Motherfuckers telling us they not interested.
Tama, next door.
No way.
It's
No
over. I'm about
shot.
to sell the fuck out of Tama, bro.
There's a moment. As much as to go back in an appointment.
Ooh, baby. We need Tama. Himself, the man himself.
Ford Ranger owner, super based.
This is you, Eddie. Tama, bro.
Damn, people are leaving personalized notes. W business idea. Hi, William. Would you like to make you an offer? Give me a call. It's real estate wholesaling.
Hey, let's come out the garage. Hello, hello.
Hello. You must be the property owner.
You're waking me up. You're not looking at the sign saying, don't bother me, please. I'm sleeping.
100%. It's just super important. Just come by, connect with all the neighbors. You guys get a chance to take 3 days to get this.
Public notice.
Yeah, so Arizona Corporation Commission, they just got the utility company approved 23%.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so exactly while we're out here, do you know what rate plan you're on, or you kind of just have your bills on?
No, I don't care about
Are you a Ford man? I see that keychain. Are you a Ford man?
I think so. Why?
Fair enough. I love the Ford Ranger, brother. I'm a small town kid from Virginia. Look, we're not here to sell you solar. We're here to talk to you about how you can save money.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want it.
I know you had a long night. Right? But our whole goal is just to have a quick, brief conversation with you about saving money.
I don't know nothing about it. It's my daughter pays it. I don't do none of that shit.
Okay.
We got Tama and William on the title and whatnot. Are you William?
I'm William, but
Okay.
there's also a Christine on that fucking title, buddy.
No worries, brother.
Okay.
Is there maybe a better time to stop by?
No, I don't know.
When does your daughter usually get off from work?
Well, which job? She works 3 of them.
3 of them?
Yeah, that's why it's not really want to come and bother her either, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just super important. We're just trying to reduce the bill by 40%.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard before, and
Absolutely.
I found out it's a
Let's
lot.
say shake your hand, meet a friend, it's a pleasure. Start to wait to yet, man. All
All
right?
right.
I give you a left-handed handshake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting a tranny in that when I get time, but
You said a tranny.
Huh?
You said a tranny.
Like
Yeah,
California?
Yeah, the tranny's laying right there. I gotta take that one out. It's stuck in 2 gears.
My buddy
Uh-oh.
Jackson loves trains.
No.
All right, brother.
It's all right, brother.
He said, no. He said he did that one come over last night and cooked the whole house Alfredo. Shit was crazy.
Bro, if she was a tranny and I didn't know, bro, I'd be in prison, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'd kill someone for sure.
Maybe not kill him, but I'm gonna pimp smack that bitch.
Yeah, you know that when you're a chicken, you feel a dick.
Oh, bro.
Oh, I'd be like,
Do you know Muay Thai, bitch? Oh, sorry, sir.
He's like, yeah. I'm more of a man pie.
I'm applauding this.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, all right. Fellas. Hey, Jack, that's a lead on right there.
That guy right there? Hey, hello. What's going on, brother?
Mr. Michael.
Hey, Mr. Michael, looking to talk to you. We've been out here a couple times. I don't think we caught you at the residence. You don't own this house? Well, our records indicate you do. The Arizona Corporation Commission sent us out. You're not Michael. Okay, when will Michael be back, brother?
Michael does not live here. I don't know where you're getting your records from, but Michael hasn't lived here in like 20 years.
20 years? So you purchased the house from him 20 years ago?
No, his wife. His ex-wife.
His ex-wife? So you're divorced?
Huh?
So you're divorced?
Am I divorced?
Yeah.
No, I'm not divorced.
Okay, hey, look, I'm just looking to speak to the property owner. It's very important.
I can tell you right now, she will not talk to you.
She won't talk to me, but she is home.
Yes.
Could you grab her for me really quick?
She will not come out to talk to you.
So
she
that-
does nothing want any of this.
I got you. So the Arizona Corporation Commission, they released a 22.3% rate increase to the utility company. Yeah. So the whole goal of us coming out, brother, is to talk to her because we're actually obligated to come out and speak to her. Yeah. Typically, you guys are increased like 7-8% on the utilities, but just because it's so high.
Well, every year that seems to be the case.
Hey, I got you, man.
Ridiculous.
I got you. Do you think maybe I could have one of those cold drinks? It's really hot out here. I promise I'll screw off after I get one.
I'll do it.
Yeah, maybe like a water or a Gatorade or something like that. Thank you so much. You guys just not big solar people, huh? Hey, I got you.
I'll tell you that right now. See,
I like the Christmas lights in the garage, though. That's pretty cool. Hey, thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
You have a good day, sir.
Yeah, try and get something out off each door, you know what I mean? Yep, gotta try. Pizza slaps, huh? Slap! Always put the phone into your ear like that. Chop on fucking ice. How's it going?
Good.
Was looking to speak to the property owner here. Would that be you, ma'am?
Yeah, we're not interested.
Hey, we're not looking to sell you anything. We're just here to talk to you about a notice you guys should have received.
Hey, did you guys get this
No.
the public notice about Arizona Corporation
No,
Commission?
no.
Okay.
We're
I'll
not
be super
interested.
quick. I'm
Sorry,
not here to
sweetheart.
no worries, I'm not trying to generate an interest. It's super important before you close that door.
Hey, when they say they're not interested, what we need to say from now on is, hey, I totally get what you're saying. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people here in the neighborhood have had tons of people come by, right? Our goal is not to come down on you, but we do need you to take a look at this and just try and, like, stick it through the door. But, like, literally, I saw this video on Instagram, and it was, like, this dude. He's, like, super successful. He said, anytime someone says, like, hey, not interested, just be like, yeah, that's the thing, right? And then just move past it. Some people are going to slam
no worries, you may not be a good fit, just so this makes sense.
Yeah, hey, that's the thing. You're probably not going to be a good fit anyways. And then just move past it. This boy Eddie said he needed water, bro. We on the second door, dude.
Let's go, dude. Fudge. Just like there, what?
Nice to meet you, brother. My name's Jackson.
How you doing? Yeah, so it's green.
Good, brother, good.
The Mexican with the suntan, just the reputation they gave us. Be super quick, man. I know you have solar already. We're just doing maintenance checkup, just going for a quick testimony. Just make sure you're not being billed by APS. That shouldn't be the case. Okay. Let's go. Just kind of walk me through the process, the testimony. overall, how you love it?
Oh, so far pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah. Only reason why we're at it to begin with is some of your neighbors they're just getting a higher than normal APS. But what would you say is like your highest APS?
I don't know yet. So like we just bought the place and moved in. We only had one bill so far.
Welcome to the neighborhood. It's like a barbecue neighborhood. Bro.
Quick question, bro. I see your plate right here.
Yeah.
Are you guys from Florida?
I'm from Florida. Yeah.
Are you a pilot in the Navy by chance?
I'm not, but I'm a pilot on the outside. But I worked on planes when I was in the Navy.
Cool. Yeah, my brother Christian, he flies planes in the Navy.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah. So I just saw that and I was like, dude, maybe there's a chance.
Yeah. It's a small community, so but I'm sure I know somebody who knows them.
Yeah, it's a cool Jeep too, brother.
Thanks, man.
I had a buddy in the Army. He had a 2003 Wrangler X.
Yeah.
Super dope
That's my wife's
rides.
Jeep, actually.
Is it manual?
So that was not. No.
Oh, right on.
I like the Jeep, man. Is it pretty easy to learn how to fly?
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
It depends on what you're going for. If you just want private, you can do it in like 4 months.
Really?
Yeah. If you fly a lot.
Yeah.
It's just how much money you got. That's all it is.
Oh,
you can either fly a little bit or a lot. It just takes a lot of money.
It just takes a lot of money.
But if you got the money to land on it, you can do it in a few months.
All right, brother. What was your name, by the way?
Will.
Will. Should got that Will popping, huh?
Jackson, by the way.
Jackson, nice to meet
Oh,
you.
sorry about that.
You guys haven't gotten a bill yet at all? You guys just this is your first month?
we haven't done it. So.
Okay, perfect. So you guys are pretty kicked up. Do you know if the previous homeowners they bought it or they got it at no cost?
So they did. I'm sure they bought it because we had to do a lease takeover.
Lease takeover?
Yeah. So there's a payment on it.
Okay, perfect. No worries. Before we get out, do you have like 2 waters you can spare?
I don't have like plastic water. Let me see if I have any.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, brother. If not, no sweat. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see.
Be a pilot one day.
I want to smuggle drugs.
Run drugs for El Jefe.
Probably no sugar.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We try and get something off each store, whether it's a utility bill to offer someone solar
Yeah.
or a sparkling water, bro.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You the man, bro. Thank you for your
Freaking love opportunities like that, man. Bro, this is tasty. 0 calories, 10 out of 10 recommend, bro. You just gotta think, bro. Some of the most successful business owners started right where we are, bro. Doing door-to-door sales. We just gotta keep grinding, bro. It's just Jack following up. Hello. Is Glenn Shannon home? How's it going, brother? Are you Glenn Shannon's husband?
Husband.
Are you Glenn Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'll be super quick. You guys should have received this public notice. It just essentially states that the Arizona Corporation Commission is increasing everyone's utility rates by 22.3%. So,
Well, I mean, APS bought the whole damn deal. What do you expect?
You said APS what?
APS bought the whole damn deal. What do you expect?
What deal are you referring to? I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Well, they bought the corporate commission for one. APS did.
Yeah, well, they're kind of lobbying with a lot of the people in political power here in Arizona to change the utility landscape. Do you know what's going on? We're actually just here to talk about that.
Yeah, they bought that, and then there's a law being passed where APS don't even have to pay attention to the corporate commission anymore.
Yes, so actually what's happening is really scary, and there's actually laws being passed in Washington right now that are going to take away all the government tax incentives around ways that you can beat APS's rate programs. So right now, I don't know how much you're paying on your power. I do know the price per kilowatt, though. It's 17 cents right now. Now, next month in May, when you get your bill, your price is going to go up to 24 cents per kilowatt. So they're raising your price by 6 cents per kilowatt. So if you look at that, it says 22.9%. For every dollar you spend on your utilities, it's going to go up a quarter. So, you look like you're probably in your 60s or 70s. People in your demographic, right? Back when they were our age, I'm 24, 25.
I'm 82.
Yes, sir. Well, you look a whole lot younger than 82.
28.
Pardon?
28 years old? Something like that.
You got some nice pec muscles, man. You be hitting the gym pretty hard.
Pardon?
You got some nice pecs, brother. You be hitting the gym pretty hard.
Came out shirtless.
You look like Arnold Schwarzenegger that retired, man. Like, you look pretty jacked.
I'm jacked all right.
Yeah.
Ready, man.
Hey, I'll be super quick, brother. The whole reason we're here is just to talk to you about those rate increases. What do you know about AI data centers?
Not much. Why?
So they're about to consume 60% of the power that Maricopa County used to source to residential homes. So APS is going to start purchasing power from New Mexico,
And what that's going to do, it's going to put you guys in a position to pay these rate increases every quarter, not every year.
Well, I figured that was coming.
Yeah. So what are you going to do when your price on power doubles?
Well, you haven't got a whole lot of choice. You're dealing with monopoly.
Yeah. So the federal government actually has a program right now that's going away in 7 months. It's called a power purchase agreement. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay. So we're not here to sell you solar panels, okay? But what we are here to do is see if you qualify for a program that reduces your cost by 40%. It's not us selling you a solar loan or a lease, but they would essentially offer a personal power plant to the home at no cost to you. You don't pay for install, you don't pay for the equipment or the panels or the system or any of the technology. You just pay for the more affordable power that solar would generate. So just like you have a power purchase agreement with APS, it runs over grid lines to a power plant. Just like we had talked about, and I know you agree, they're continuing to raise rates, they're doing egregious things as a monopoly, and you have no control over the price. We're here to see if you qualify to have control over your price.
APS screwed over the people that had solar too.
Well, they used to be able to do that because the rate plans on loans and leases don't allow you guys full autonomy to have control of the power you're selling back into the grid. Yeah. But on this program, we guarantee day one savings. So you would have your power, instead of that 24 cents this upcoming month, you're going to have your power at 12 cents per kilowatt, and that's fixed for the rest of the tenure that you live in the property. Now, if you qualify, you can do this program. Not everyone qualifies. I ran 10 reports last week, only a few people qualified. So it's a government subsidy program. If you qualify, we got to be able to save you 40%, and we got to be able to put you in a position where it's no effect on the home, right? So the roof has to be rated, the electrical has to be rated, you have to be qualified based on the amount of power you use. What were you guys paying in the high summer months on your electricity?
Run around $275.
Okay, if you're paying $275, what's 40% off $275?
Well, I'm not going to sit here and do math.
But it's a pretty good chunk of change. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Now, do you agree that inflation's real?
Pardon?
Do you agree that inflation's real? Cool. So our whole goal, we're inflation fighters, right? Our whole goal is to come into the home and honestly see if we can rescue you from the price increases that are bound to come. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when your price is going to be increased. Look, most people don't qualify for this, but on the off chance you do, we want to run a quick report on the bar graph for your utility bill. And if you do qualify, somebody will pop back in and talk to you here today. Do you get your utility bill by paper or email statement, brother?
Email.
Cool. So is there a chance maybe that our engineer can come by and take a look at that on your email and sit down and show you what that process looks like? We're not here to sell you anything. It's strictly informational. Super quick, like 20 minutes.
I decide for myself because I've been in the electrical field all my life till I retired, and I was in charge of it.
You'll probably love shooting the shit with Jake then, right? Jake's a super cool guy, down to earth. He comes in, he'll run a report in front of you on his tablet so you can take a look at it, and you'll just see simply how the mathematics pencil out. You're going from 24 cents per kilowatt down to 12. So everyone that is of your age has been paying utility bills to the same utility company for this long, knows a good deal when they see one. They understand that if you can lower your price 40%, there's no reason why not to do it. Our goal is just to see if you qualify. Now, if we come in the home and you don't qualify, we'll be gone as quick as we came. But if you do qualify, they'll show you how you submit that application to APS.
Why would you not qualify?
So some people can't save the 40%. Our company, we don't work with you if you can't save 40% because that's bad for business, right? We're also independent contractors on behalf of Maricopa County. So there's certain stipulations and regulations around this program that put us in a position to where we have to do certain guidelines, certain parameters. So we have to put you in a position where you're saving. And also Maricopa County and APS have to come out and inspect the property and make sure this is something that is good for you. And it's good for the utility grid. So the whole goal is to come by and see if you're a good fit. What's a good phone number for you so Jake can pop in maybe a couple hours from now?
Not a couple hours from now.
Okay.
I got other things I'm doing.
Okay, what time are you free tomorrow, brother? We're not here to come down on you, but we do want to get you to take a quick look at it if you're a good qualifier.
Phone number on here, right?
Well, no, we're gonna run a report for you. It's just a matter of finding a time to come over, sit down, and look at that bill. Now, I know that you don't feel a sense of urgency because we just met, and you may not understand everything that we're talking about, but we come in and show you the data from a strict engineering standpoint and make that very clear to you. Make no mistake, we're here to offer certainty, predictability, and put you in a position where you're hedged against inflation.
I'll think about it, because, you know, to me, you're another salesman on.
Promise I'm not, though. So we are an engineering team.
Show me the difference.
We will. So what time can we come back tomorrow and show that to you?
Can't come back tomorrow. I'm busy, and I won't be ready for anybody to meet anybody till next week.
Okay, what time next week could we come back? We'll work with you, whatever time's best.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, what time?
Oh, about noon.
Okay, Wednesday at noon. Now, can Eddie grab your phone number really quick so that engineer can call you 15 minutes before he pops in?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. What's that phone number for you, brother?
602
938
938
2990.
2990.
No, I totally understand you don't have that bill up and ready for us. It'll take the engineer a little bit longer to build the report in front of you, but it seems like you're a super analytical person. You're going to want to see what he does and make sure that we're not just another sales company trying to force something down your throat. So I think that would be best for you. So Jake will come by and just show you what that looks like. Feel no pressure, strictly informational, okay?
All right, brother, what would you say is like your lowest utility bill in the wintertime?
Say that again.
What is like your lowest bill in the wintertime?
Lowest bill probably runs about 125.
Still a lot, man. And what's like your heart attack bill in the summertime?
It probably the 275.
Okay, 270. Ooh, that's steep. All right.
That
So our
is
whole goal here,
paid
brother,
right
is just
now
to save you
with
money.
the heat, and it was only 175 at that point.
What are you setting your thermostat at?
Huh?
What are you setting your thermostat at in the home?
It's about 72.
Okay, so you're using the AC. Now, are you strategically trying to beat the bill by not using peak time hours and all that sort of stuff?
At my age, I don't care anymore.
I got you. Look, the whole goal is just to allow the engineer to have an opportunity to show you what we got. We're not going to waste any more of your time, but we just wanted to kind of see if you'd be open to it. We're glad that you're willing to look, and we'll be back on Wednesday, okay? Can I shake your hand? Just, not a left-handed shake. Let's do this like real men. It was a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jack, brother.
And then can we get that laminate back?
Can we get that laminate we handed you?
The what?
That paper, we're going to show that to some of the other neighbors. Thank you so much, brother.
But all right, brother, I'm going to shoot you a text right now, so that way you have my information, and then we'll just plan for Wednesday if it all makes sense for you, man, all right?
Thank you so much, brother.
All right, man, stay jacked. So you would say something like that?
Well, not okay, but it's still one of the lowest.
So like the
ones.
equalizer plan, I'm
Equalizer
assuming?
plan, but that's just the way you pay.
So the lowest rate plan, right, doesn't exist with APS.
Well, whatever the lowest one is or was.
Yeah, really quick, sir. How long have you owned the property for?
Forever before you guys were around here.
Okay, yeah, probably before I was born.
Of course. That's what I
Okay.
mean.
So what we've learned, right, in our generation is that inflation's very real and it reaps havoc on good families, good people. Our whole goal is to come by and just see if you're a good qualifier for a cost reduction program. We're not here to sell you $20,000, $30,000 solar systems. Some of your neighbors, right, have these systems. Theirs are prehistoric, probably a fly-by-night company. They have roof issues. We talk to the community and try and get testimonials from people because we understand that solidifies a trend. Yeah, some people, they're in positions where, they got solar and they regret it. Now, have you ever known someone who got solar and didn't like the decision they made?
No.
Okay. Now, our goal, right, is not to sell you a solar system. Our goal is to come in and inform you about something called a PPA. Have you ever heard about that?
Nope.
Cool. So we're independent contractors. We're an engineering team on behalf of Maricopa County right now because of these rate increases. So this notice that he was showing you, it's 22.9%. For every dollar you're going to spend on your utilities this summer, they're going to add a quarter to it. Over time, that's going to add up and compound. The whole goal is to put you in a position where you're never subject to increases again. Do you even know what your price per kilowatt is right now?
Nope.
Okay, it's 17 cents.
That sounds familiar.
Next,
That's familiar because,
yeah.
Because I've talked to a number of people
Yeah.
probably within the last year, at least a half a dozen different companies.
They come through. There's an onslaught, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it an onslaught, but they come through every now and then.
Yeah, and it's for a good reason. I mean,
And why you're out here at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon in 100-degree weather, I don't know, but that's...
because we want to be successful, brother. We're a little bit psycho, right?
All right,
But the whole goal, man, is we're offering relief. We put you in a position where you never have to pay inflated rates on your power again. Now, how we do that is not selling you something. So no loan, no lease. You're going to be in a position where you have a renting relationship on your power, It's just not subject to inflation. So like we said, you're at 17 cents right now.
Yeah.
That's going up to 24 next month when you get billed.
Okay.
And that's going to be through the whole summer. Do you know why this is happening?
Yeah, because they want more money.
More specifically, though, do you know why they're allowed to increase you? Because the Arizona Corporation Commission regulates that.
The Arizona Corporation Commission keeps building them and allowing them to have rate increases.
Yes. Now, the reason they're allowing it is because of big corporations in America. Google and Meta have 2 AI data centers right in your backyard going live next month. Now, there's also 5 more subject to be built right in your backyard over the next 2 years. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when your price for power doubles, if not triples. In 5 years, what are you paying right now on your summer bill?
I don't even know if it's on equalizer.
Okay.
Would you say like something familiar, like 163 or?
It's not quite that high now.
Okay, so if you're paying 163 on an equalizer.
No, we're not. No, we're probably like 120, I think.
Okay, so your summer bill's probably 250.
Okay, whatever.
So would you want to pay a $500 summer bill?
No, but what do I do about it? I don't feel like doing anything about it.
Hey, I get it, and we're not here to get you to do anything or make a doorstep decision.
Right. No, I'm just-
The whole goal is a PPA. Now, I like building kind of why we're here, because a lot of people are like, why is this dude on my doorstep? The whole goal is to paint that picture of why they send us out, because why are we here on a Friday, right? And it's, hot as heck. It's 102 outside.
Mm-hmm.
We're here because there's a real need for people to produce their own power, right? So what we would do, they would offer a personal power plant to the home, but it would not cost you any money to install, and you would not actually pay for the solar. So what it would look like, hear me out, is it would be a system that produces power for the home. Instead of paying for the technology, you pay for the more affordable power that solar produces.
Right.
You already have a power purchase agreement to APS. It runs to a prehistoric power plant that's subject to inflation, surcharges, and fees, and takes men, trucks, equipment to service and maintain that, which is always going to be subject to price increase because costs keep going up. The whole goal is to put you in a position where you're going to be able to afford your power by having that personal power plant that we own, service, and maintain that literally just gives you power at a 40% reduction. So we take you from 17, instead of going up to 24, you're going to go down to 12. We lock you in there. Now, it's this simple. We don't work with people who don't qualify. It's bad for business. If we can't save you 40%, we won't come back. Okay. If your roof's not rated, Maricopa County and APS, they're going to look at the roof, look at the electrical. If you're not rated for the program, we can't move forward with you. So it has to be good for the home's integrity when it comes to a standpoint of the roof, the electrical, and it has to be good for your wallet. If it's good for your wallet and it actually does good for the home, doesn't harm it, we would come back and show you what that looks like. So do you get your utility bill by paper or email statement? And then we'll kind of get out of your hair.
I get my email.
Okay, do you have a cell phone on you really quick? We could look at the email they send out to you.
No, I don't do it on my cell phone.
Okay.
I do it on my mainframe.
Can we go take a look at it really quick with you? It'll take us 5 minutes.
No, I don't even hardly look at it that often.
Can we take a look at it with you really quick? We just want to, take a look at the bar graph on it.
No, I've been over this with people half a dozen times.
Okay.
It's exactly what you're talking about.
What gave you interest in the first place to look at it?
I've been interested in solar all my life. for
Okay.
years. Well, before you were born, back to the same old.
So
thing.
you're a fan of it and you've been interested in
But
it.
I haven't done it because I put things off. I'm the worst procrastinator around.
Totally understood. So if you
My son lives
procrastinate
about a
this year,
mile
you're going to
and a half
regret
from
it.
here. My son lives a mile and a half from here. He's got solar. It's great. I know all about it.
Yeah.
I've been involved in it before he was. I've talked to people from all these other companies over the years. Sunrun used to had a guy come out from Sunrun.
Don't get me started about them.
And I know about all the stuff that happened with Sunrun.
Yep.
And a couple other companies that came out, and I talked to them, they had the same type of thing going on. And I just, like I told them, I says, I get too involved in this stuff. Okay.
Gotcha.
I get too involved and nobody wants to put up with me.
I totally
That's the
understand.
bottom line, okay?
Yeah.
And they don't come back after a while.
Can I give you the bottom line for the industry and your utilities right now, though?
I know it's gonna go up.
No, if you procrastinate these next 2 or 3 years, you will deeply regret it.
No, I
Your bill's
probably
going to
won't.
go from 250 to 500, but you probably won't because we'll run a quick report. And if you qualify, you'll save 40%. It's that simple. I'm not here to come down on you, but I know that companies like Sunrun, companies like, Sonova, they'll come through neighborhoods and they'll actually undersize people's systems, max them out. People end up paying 2 bills. They're in situations where solar is a big mess. Procrastination comes from uncertainty, right? A confused mind makes no decisions.
They put it over. They most of the last few I've talked to bumped up the amount of solar I would need.
Yeah.
To so I wouldn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
By 10% or whatever it was, a
Yeah.
certain percent. They bumped up. Okay, right now, and they bumped it anyway. I was last time I remember our kilowatt were what 7,000 to 8,000 a year.
Yeah.
We don't use
Okay.
as much. I don't think that's that much anyway.
Yeah.
I think it was in the range of 7,000 to 8,000.
Yeah, I got you. So we're the pros. I'll tell you how this works. Anyone that offers you a system that's below 110% offset is setting you up to pay a bill to APS.
Okay, it was like I said, they bumped it up by at least 10%.
Yeah.
I forgot a lot of it.
The cool thing about what we do.
I'm not against it. I'm for it all the way. That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm one of the strangest guys you're gonna ever talk to, but I know it. Okay.
That's why we love this job, man.
I like doing my own thing. I get too damn involved in stuff. Okay, and when I get involved in it, I end up people don't even come back and talk to me anymore. So I'm just putting.
That's okay.
I just
That's
don't.
okay.
Everybody, that's just me. And
Yeah.
especially now, it's almost too late.
Would
for
you
me to deal
consider
with it.
yourself a more analytical guy?
Yeah, I like to do my own work. Electrical's not a problem.
Yeah.
Booster's about 10 years old.
Can we take a look at the grid box on the home? Can we walk over and take a look at it? Where's it at? On this side or this side of the house?
Nothing. There's not a problem with the
Can we
box.
look at it really quick together?
Well, there's nothing to look at.
I want to look at what type of meter you guys have. Do you want to take a look with me really
ahead.
quick? Do you want to come with really quick?
Sure.
Cool. See, man, you're set up. You have a bi-directional meter, brother. So this is already set up to where if we were to come in and offer the PPA to the home, like you guys are set up to have this already. So there would be no need to update the electrical.
Right.
So no need to kind of get involved with that.
Right.
They would simply run a hose here, run all the photovoltaic wiring. They'd punch one hole in your roof here, run it up through. They'd run it over to the panels. We'd bracket the panels down, 110% offset. And you guys would have a system that produces all the power for the home. You'd never have a build APS.
Right.
This is a position that you could be in where you don't have to pay for the panels. We own, service, and maintain and warranty the system. A lot of people don't qualify for this. I ran 10 reports last week. Only a few people qualified. So one thing you do know with us is if we do come back, it's something that's going to be extremely advantageous for you to look at. We're not going to waste your time. If we don't, it's because we have your best interest at heart. So quick question, man, we just want to look at that bill very briefly. And if we can't look at it today, we want to send an engineer out to at least build that report, sit down with you and show it to you. What would be a good time? Let's say tomorrow. Are you free at any time?
Mornings or afternoon?
I don't know.
Let's not put it off. Let's sit down and just look at it. It's 20 minutes. And let's say 20 minutes saves you from having to pay a double bill. We beat procrastination, which is a habit. We all know our own habits and rituals. If I'm a procrastinator.
Okay, so who's the company?
So OWE, we've been in the business 9 years, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. We do things from a strict engineering standpoint, trying to make sure that people qualify before we even step into the home and ask for them to do business with us. This is something that would be a great option for you.
Because when I had it installed, that was one of the reasons I had it installed.
So let's do this. You take a look at our website, you do some research on us, and then tomorrow, if you like what you see, Jake pops in, say noon, and just sits down with you for 20 minutes. Does that sound fair enough?
Probably not tomorrow, only because I've got plans. I don't know.
Are you free this evening?
No, I'm not getting ready. In fact, I was just going to take off to go to the store and get a few things.
Okay.
Is there a time tomorrow you are free?
No. Well, I won't put it. There probably is, but I don't want to set anything up for tomorrow right now. That's
Okay.
What we could do is we have an opening on Monday at 5 p.m. Does that work better for you? 5 p.m. It'll take 20 minutes.
5 p.m. on Monday. Now that's still getting a little bit better.
Okay.
Awesome.
And what I'll do
is
is
over by 5.
Who knows, man?
Grace is tomorrow.
Grace is tomorrow.
I mean Sunday.
Sunday, absolutely.
That was a little.
Do you attend church?
No, I won't be. No, I won't be going to church. But no, the race is Sunday. I said Monday. That's because years ago it always used to be on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
You guys are right. Yeah. Bottom line is.
Yeah. So we'll tell you what. We'll shoot for Monday at 5 p.m. I'll have your information. You will have mine. If anything comes up, we'll be happy to reschedule. But let's just shoot for Monday at 5 p.m. Sounds fair enough?
Okay. You got a deal.
Awesome.
I'll listen to you.
What's a good phone number for you, brother?
602.
602.
517.
517.
8045.
8045. And what would you say is your low bill?
I don't know, because it's on Equalizer, but I'm just saying, I know where.
They'll come in and get that report.
I'll have that by then.
Yeah, cool. And just shoot for that on Monday.
I'll print
It was
off.
a pleasure to speak to you, brother.
I just don't have it right now. I don't feel like going in the house. I got to
No,
run to the store.
totally understand.
Yeah, you're good, brother.
We'll get out of your hair. We don't want to waste any more of your time.
We might have to take a trip to Michael's, man, because you got that swag, man.
Michael's are, what's the other one? What's the other one? That's closed on Sundays?
Mike.
It's over on Bell Road. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
$3.
$3. That's a pretty nice shirt, brother.
And they got
Only $3 at Rooney's.
Absolutely, brother.
Well, enjoy your beautiful blessed day, man. I always like to say.
What are they eating, brother? Hey, pay me my money. Pay me my money, bro.
If you ain't tryna get no paper, then stay the fuck around me. Bought a brand new